Jesus of Nazareth was dead. The man who healed the sick, gave sight to the blind, and raised the dead, now lay lifeless inside a sealed tomb. His body had been wrapped in linen and placed upon cold stone. A massive rock covered the entrance, and Roman guards stood watch outside. To those who had followed him, and even to those who had opposed him, it appeared that everything had come to an end. The events leading to this moment had shaken the land. The sky had grown dark as he hung on the cross, and the earth had trembled at the moment of his death. The veil of the temple had been torn from top to bottom, a sign that something profound had taken place. Yet now, all was still. There were no miracles, no teachings, and no visible signs of power. The crowds had dispersed, and his disciples had gone into hiding. Fear replaced their confidence, and uncertainty replaced their hope. The one they believed to be the promised Messiah had been crucified, and with his death, their expectations seemed to collapse. The silence that followed was heavy. It was not only the silence of a tomb, but the silence of unanswered questions, broken expectations, and deep sorrow. The tomb itself had been secured under Roman authority. A large stone had been set firmly in place, and guards were assigned to ensure that no one could approach or interfere. This was done to prevent any claim that the body had been taken. From every human perspective, the situation was final. The tomb was sealed. The guards were vigilant, and there was no indication that anything could change what had already happened. However, before sunrise on the third day, something began to happen. The ground trembled once again, and a deep rumble spread through the earth. What followed was a violent earthquake, powerful enough to disrupt the stillness of the early morning. In that moment, an angel descended from heaven, radiant with overwhelming light. The guards, unable to withstand the sight, were filled with fear and became as motionless as the stone they were meant to protect. The stone was then rolled away, not as a means of opening the tomb for someone to enter, but as a revelation that it was already empty. At first light, several women approached the tomb. They carried spices, intending to complete the burial process with care and respect. As they drew near, they noticed that the stone had already been moved. This unexpected sight caused immediate confusion. When they entered the tomb, they found no body, only the linen cloths lying where he had been placed. The absence was unmistakable. Then a voice addressed them, asking a question that would redefine everything they understood. Why do you seek the living among the dead? He is not here, he has risen. The women left the tomb with a mixture of fear and amazement and went to tell the others. At first, their words seemed difficult to accept. The idea that Jesus had risen from the dead was beyond expectation. Yet soon after, he appeared to his followers. He stood among them, alive, not as a vision or a memory, but in physical reality. He spoke with them, walked with them, and allowed them to see the marks in his hands. These were not signs of defeat, but evidence of what had been overcome. The crucifixion was real, and so was his resurrection. In that moment, everything changed. Death had been confronted and defeated, and the grave no longer held the final word. What had seemed like the end was in truth the beginning of something far greater. The resurrection was not only an event, but a turning point that redefined hope, faith, and the future. And to this day, the tomb remains empty.